Alright guys, how's it going? Well, here I am with another review of today's Spanish football dailies for you. I'm having to face into the sun, unfortunately, so I might be squinting a little bit, and if you can hear any noises in the background, it's you know who, my rescue dog Remy. He's laid next to me at the moment, but I'm sure he'll start crawling around and break dancing, and he likes to rub his back on the it's like some sort of artificial grass. Yeah, anyway, so I've been to the cafe this morning, checked the Spanish football dailies for you, had a couple of coffees, thanks to you guys that look after me and that. And yeah, I can tell you right now, there's nothing in today's newspapers regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold and Real Madrid. Yes, I make videos to tell you there's nothing in the newspapers about Trent, because as we've seen, or as we saw last year, some of the Liverpool clicker journalists were saying, oh, Trent's in the papers every day out there. So I like to tell you when he is in the papers and when he isn't, all right? And at the moment, obviously, now the transfer window's gone closed. It's gone exceptionally quiet, but I'll keep an eye on it for you. So today's notes are going to focus on Barcelona, Valencia, Real Sociedad, obviously, Zubimendi, stuff like that. The Madrid derby, there is a mention of Liverpool's win last night, etc, etc, but there's nothing really exciting in this video if you don't have much time. So Barcelona thrashed Valencia 5-0 in the Copa del Rey, the King's Cup quarterfinals last night. Now, I've already seen some people today on social media saying, can't believe we're signing this goalkeeper from Valencia. He let 5 in last night. He didn't play last night. He was on the bench, I believe. He certainly didn't play. And I said that in yesterday's morning review, if you remember, saying he's not expected to play because they play, they're number 2 in the cup competitions like we do, sort of thing, like in the League Cup or I think, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Just go away, please. So he didn't even play, all right? So if you hear that today, don't worry. So yeah, they were battered 5-0 at home to Barcelona. Sorry, the King's Cup, basically it's the FA Cup. They don't have a League Cup equivalent here in Spain. So the King's Cup is quite a prestigious competition. And as I explained from my notes here, Mamardashvili was not involved. Real Sociedad, they secured a semi-final place in the competition following a 2-0 win over Osasuna at home. Zubimendi and Cubo, were involved. You don't need any introduction with Zubimendi. If you don't know about Cubo, he's a very pacey, small, tricky winger that Liverpool were seriously considering last summer. It went very quiet, but I still keep an eye on him, to see what he does. They both played, but they were only awarded 1 out of 3 stars by Marca. Zubimendi's not been getting a lot of big reviews at the moment. Cubo, he does, in all fairness. Zubimendi seems to have gone very quiet, but there was they're saying that he could be burnt out. He's played more outfield minutes than anybody else in the team up until a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if that's changed. He's had a couple of injuries, ankle, knee. I just don't know if he needs a break or whatever. But I'll just mention that to you. So 1 out of 3 stars by Marca. The draw for the semi-finals is on Wednesday. Left in the competition is Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad and Barcelona. Now, tomorrow is the Madrid derby. Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid are at home. Now, this will be some game to watch if you can get a stream to watch it, or whatever. I don't think there's massive coverage of this game in the UK, like it's not on Sky or anything like that, I don't believe. I think there is a specific channel you can subscribe to, but I know many people have got alternative methods. I think this will be a really, really interesting game, and one that I would absolutely watch if I was in Spain tomorrow. But I'm going to England today to see my girlfriend for the weekend, and I can't exactly rock up at her house and say, can we put the Madrid derby on? Do you know what I mean? So I'm a bit gutted, to be honest with you. But if you're a football fan, this is going to be a big game. Real Madrid are top of La Liga on 49 points, while Atletico are second on 48. They've both played the same amount of games. I want Atletico to win. Do you know what I mean? Like the cafe owner, where I go every morning to review these newspapers, he's an Atletico Madrid fan, and he always talks to me, and I can see how much it means to him, and I really want Atletico to win the league for him. The game kicks off at 8 o'clock UK time, and like I say, if you get a chance to watch it, it could be a corker, that, guys. It really fucking could. Zubimendi is likely to play centre-back again in that game due to their ongoing injury problems. In marker, there's a brief mention of Liverpool's win over Spurs. It's literally a sentence about the victory and saying that we'll now face Newcastle in the final. Moving on to AS. I know it's not pronounced AS, it's actually pronounced AS with another S on the end. And for some reason, YouTube temporarily restricts my videos because they think I'm talking about, you know what I mean? So I call it AS, just so you know. Iker Casillas is interviewed by them, and he bigs up Xabi Alonso in that interview and suggests that when Ancelotti is replaced, that Alonso would be his choice as manager. Their take on the Real Sociedad game, Zubimendi and Kubo, they give Zubimendi a 1-star rating out of 3, and Kubo a 2-star rating out of 3, a little bit kinder to him. They have an article in there about Liverpool's game last night, and it's titled Invincible Liverpool. It was a glowing article about our performance, and as I've mentioned on here recently, the Spanish football dailies have been full of praise and respect for the Reds this season, writing numerous articles about our form, how much of a threat we are, how good we are, and also bigging Arne Slot big time, which is nice to see, you know, from a country that wants to, you know, make out it's got the best league kind of thing. They certainly do give Liverpool a lot of praise. Moving on to Sport, which is the pro-Barcelona newspaper, if you like. Obviously, that is dominated with their 5-0 win at Valencia. There's another positive write-up about Liverpool in there, but that's it, to be honest. There's nothing else in there. There's no mention of Luis Diaz. And to be honest with you, they haven't mentioned Diaz and Barcelona for quite a few weeks now, but I'll keep an eye on it for you, and I will let you know if anything comes up on that front. All right, guys, so that's your lot for this morning's review of the Spanish football dailies. Yes, I'm going to England today, but I will still check them on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, etc., which is when I'm going to be in England, all being well. I might not make videos about them because I'm going to try and take it easy the weekend. You know what I mean? I don't really want to be going and working too much when I'm with my girls. So, but if there's anything that I see over the next few days that is absolutely imperative and important to you, you come first, man. All right, just so you know. So I'll leave that with you guys. If you appreciate these little updates, you know, like just doing this for you, it gets me out. I love going to the cafe in the morning. Then yeah, please do, you know, thumbs up the video. Drop me a comment if you've got anything you want to say about anything in this update, or if you've got any questions. And you know, if you want to buy me a coffee, I go to the cafe, I get a couple of coffees, you know what I mean, when I'm there, then please hit the super thanks button. It's the love heart under the video, and I will give you a shout out in my next morning briefing, which I do first thing every morning usually, and I'll tell everyone how much of a fucking hero you are. All right, guys, you have a great day, and enjoy your weekend too.